Yo, what's good, Cowboys? Welcome to Project Harmony. Today, we are going to be talking all about nice guys and why these types of guys never get the girls that they want. Because, look, man, the truth is this: the woman wants a guy that is nice, that is sweet, that is caring. Yes, they do. But even though women want that, one thing women despise is nice guys because nice guys are not the same as a guy that is caring. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing, let me see how many points, because I wrote this down. One, two, three, four, 5 points. 5 reasons why women never like nice guys and why they find them so boring. Okay? Because listen, boys. If a woman finds you boring, you are never ever going to be able to get into a relationship. You're never going to get into horizontal cardio with her. In fact, you're going to have a very hard time even maintaining a conversation with her. Okay. So, in this video, I'm going to give you 5 points that are going to help you stop being boring, stop being a total pushover nice guy, and start getting the kind of girls that you want. Okay. And also, bros, if you're new over here, you need to join the Discord, all right? Where you can join a bunch of other towel boys just like you that are trying to improve their basics, trying to improve their game, their seduction skills to get the real dating life that they want. So check it out and let's get into the first point. So, guys, the first reason why women do not like nice guys and they find them boring is nice guys are not in style. So let me tell you this, guys. Okay. One of the easiest things you can do to attract more women is to become their type. What does that mean? Do you think women fantasize about the nice guy that's Jerry in accounting, that all he does is TPS reports, that he dresses like a total boring dude? Or do you think they fantasize about Enrico, that has the leather jackets, that he's always wearing the, the smoothest, chillest styles, that he has a freaking bike outside, right? That he's always going to raves. He's always wearing the best looking accessories. He knows how to groom. Who do you think they fantasize about? Of course, Enrico, because Enrico, he presents himself like the guy that she wants to get with already in her mind. Of course, if you're a good looking dude, this is going to be a lot easier to do because we know women like good looking guys. But let me tell you something, guys, that is actually a lie. You see, guys, if you're watching a lot of black pill stuff, a lot of red pill stuff, they make you think that being good looking is what's going to get you girls. But that's not true. What is really going to get you girls is looking good. Let me repeat, looking good is what's going to get you more girls. And how do you do this? One, you work on your style, like I just said before, right? You want to pick a style that girls already find attractive. All right. Don't dress the way your mom wants you to dress. Don't even dress the way you want to dress. Forget that. Dress in a way that girls already fantasize about. All right. Because that's going to get them imagining you in a better light. Number two, your physique. Because look, boys, we can't change this. You know, this right here, we cannot change. You know, everybody doesn't have freaking crazy jawlines or those, hunter eyes. You can try a Mew all you want, but we all know Mew is BS. But what you can control is this, this. You can control that, my guy. Because look, even if your face is beat and it look like your face was put in a blender, right? That's fine. Because if you do work on your physique and get that nice wide frame, you got nice big shoulders, narrow waist, you are gonna make girls go woof. In fact, I'll probably put it up later. There's actually a study that shows this, right? that men that have what's it called, a 1.6 ratio from shoulder to waist, which is their waist, their shoulders is 1.6 times their waist, women find them more sexually attractive. So if your face is beat, don't worry about that. Get your physique in points, and you're gonna get some more points, right? Then another thing is body language. Okay, body language is a huge thing because when your body language is on point, my guy, you are going to look more dominant. One thing that nice guys struggle with is nice guys have very weak body language. They are fidgeting all the time. Their eyes are wide. You know, they can't project their voice. They're mumbling. These things are not attractive. They're closed off. They're like, ooh, ooh. When you approach a woman like that, she's gonna feel nervous. She's gonna feel like you're a creeper. All right. But one thing that bad boys tend to have is bad boys tend to have very cool, calm, relaxed body language. And that makes them appear more dominant. Okay. So all these three things right here are your basics: your physique, your style, your body language. You can control this. You can control this. And by doing that, your basics, you're going to look more in style, and you're going to get girls more curious about you. That now, when you now start running game, it's going to be a lot easier. So that's number 1 point. Nice guys are not in style. Second point, guys, why women hate nice guys and why they find them so boring. Nice guys move way too slow. Way too slow. All right, let's do pop quiz. Pop quiz, Cowboys. When is the right time to smash a girl? After how many interactions? After how many dates is it appropriate for you to attempt horizontal cardio with your crush? Let me know before we go on. After how many dates is it acceptable for you to do horizontal cardio with your girl? Our guy Marvin says 3 dates. To be honest, my guy, to be honest, that's slow. That is slow. Here is the irony of things, guys. If you want to smash a girl fast, you have to move fast. When you do the 3 dates thing, you are acting like every other guy that is trying to be too careful, trying to be too accommodating, right? You're trying to make sure she's too comfortable. And the more comfortable she feels, the more bored she's going to feel. She's going to be like, where is this going? Because at the end of the day, boys, I've told you this in other lives. Men, we have schlongs. We have salamis. Your salami may not be as big as mine, but we all have a salami. And what does a salami do? It goes out. What does a vagina do? It takes in. So when you are moving too slow and you're just going like, oh, I'll just go with the flow and see what happens when she's comfortable, you're acting like a woman. You are acting like a woman. And nice guys are trying to be too accommodating to the woman that they start acting like a woman. And that's not attractive. So the real thing is, guys, if you actually push for horizontal cardio, if you push to get the interaction forward, women actually find that exciting. Women find it exciting when you touch them, when you look at them a certain way, when you invite them back to their house, when you make the first move. Women find all that stuff so exciting. It turns them on. Cowboys, has it ever happened to you where you met a girl, maybe you guys hit it off at first, right? You got her number, and then you text her, You text her, you guys are texting for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, and then you never ask her out. What tends to happen when after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you finally get the balls to ask her out? What tends to happen? If you're like any regular guy here, you have probably noticed that the more time you wait to make the next move, the more likely she's not going to be interested, because you have now shown lack of masculinity. You're not moving forward, and she's going to feel like, you know what, if I go out on a date with this guy, he's going to be passive. He's not going to make a move. And I don't really want to waste my time with a dude that's not going to give me what I want. So you know what? I'm going to go with somebody else that knows what he wants. So that's the biggest problem that nice guys have, is they move way too slow, and it turns girls off. And which now leads into the third thing that nice guys do that make girls so freaking bored, is they are way too predictable. Way too predictable. Listen, muchachos. Listen, cowboys. Women, when they deal with us, man, they don't want something that is guaranteed. They want to feel excitement. They want to feel suspense. They want their emotions to go up and down, right? A guy that is nice, again, he's too accommodating. He is too pleasant. He's too gentle, too warm, too caring, that the woman, she just keeps getting a consistent vibe of niceness. And this can actually make her go, ah, he doesn't really have that edge. But one thing that bad boys are very good at is bad boys know how to make women feel emotional turmoil. Bad boys make women feel good. They make women feel insecure. They make women feel excited. They make them feel uncertain. They make them feel aroused. They make them feel unsure. Can I even get him into a relationship? I know it sounds backwards, but things that are harder to get, things that are more unpredictable, are more attractive. Good example of this is, why do you think even us guys are like this? Why do you think so many people go to Las Vegas and gamble? Why do you think people do that? Because think about this, guys. You could go to college, get a degree, get a job, get a high paying salary, right? Get 100K a year by doing that. But let me ask you guys this. Is that path exciting? Let me repeat. You could go to college, get a degree, get a job, get 100K a year from that job, and have it be consistent. Yeah, it's comfortable, but is it exciting? Probably not. But how about you learn a skill, you start a business, you have to market that business, that skill, and then you use those skills to make money. Which one is more exciting? Entrepreneurship or the stable path, the traditional way? Towel, which one is more exciting? Not which one is better, by the way. Neither are better. Which one is more exciting? Entrepreneurship, or the stable life? If you're like me, or like most guys, you probably say, yeah, entrepreneurship is probably more exciting. But even though the reward for entrepreneurship is probably higher, the risk is higher. And it's that risk that makes it very, very exciting. That's why I'm sure you guys have seen those memes where girls will be like, oh, he has so many red flags. He has so many red flags, but I can't help myself. I want to go towards him. That is why. Because even though that guy has red flags, he does also have a lot of very charming qualities, a lot of qualities that are attractive. That's just like, you know what? It might not work out, but let me try and see what will happen. But with nice guys, Nice guys don't give them that vibe. Nice guys, women know exactly what's gonna happen. They know it's gonna ask me out. We're gonna have boring conversation. We're gonna go out on 3 dates, and on the third date, he's gonna try and make a move on me. Boring, boring, right? Too predictable. Mix it up. Now, the fourth thing, guys, that is kind of interesting that a lot of nice guys don't realize that this messes them up is that they're way too judgmental. Hmm. Tao, what do you mean? So here's the thing, guys. The reason why nice guys are predictable, slow, boring is because they think women are angels. They want women to be angels. They want women to act like these fucking pristine beings. They put them on a pedestal. And here's the thing, guys. Women don't like being put on a pedestal. Do you know why? Because women are human beings, and human beings know that they are not perfect. So when you, as a nice guy, or maybe not you, but when a nice guy is talking to a girl, she feels way too much pressure. She's like, oh my God, I have to make sure that I present this good girl image. I have to be conservative. I can't let him know that I like to fuck. I can't let him know that I do all these wild things. I can't let him know that I'm imperfect. And they now feel like, you know what, if I am with this guy, the standard is going to be way too high. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. But with bad boys, though, bad boys are more attractive because bad boys are not perfect. Women can see that they have all these red flags, they have all these flaws. Women can see that this guy probably doesn't care if she smashed a dude last night or if she likes to party. And because of this, because bad boys are not judgmental and they accept women for how they are, women actually feel more comfortable around bad boys. It's kind of ironic because the nice guy is doing everything in his power to make that girl feel comfortable. And ironically, that makes her feel more uncomfortable. But with the bad boy, when she's hanging out with him, she's like, you know what? He's charming, he's seductive, but he's not perfect. And because he's not perfect, I can be myself. I can actually form a real connection with him, right? Which is now going to make the next thing so much easier. And that is, my guy, this is the biggest problem I see that nice guys have when it comes to women. Nice guys, deep down, think women don't like sex. Let me repeat. Deep down, nice guys feel women don't like sex. And because they feel like women don't like sex, nice guys never sell sex. They never present their sexual side to women because they're afraid that, you know what, if I let this woman know that I'm a sexual guy, she's going to reject me. But the truth is this, guys, women love to fuck. Women love to fuck. I have never met a woman that doesn't like to bang. Never. Right? But here's the thing. We also have to understand something about women. Women, they care a lot about their reputation. So even though women like to bang, they don't want to put it out there. They don't want everybody to know that deep down they're fucking 304s. They're sluts. But with the bad boy is a very sexual person. He's okay with his sexuality. He doesn't feel the need to hide that he has a wiener. And because he doesn't feel the need to hide that he has a wiener, women actually feel comfortable showing their sexual side to the bad boy. Because they're like, yo, he's just like me. He likes to fuck just like me, and he's pretty confident about it. So you know what? Why not? Why don't I show that side of myself to him? And ironically, once they start fucking, it then makes it a lot easier for the bad boy to now get that girl into a relationship. But a lot of nice guys, they think women want relationships before they want sex, but that's not true. Women want to bang you. I know you might think, oh, no, that's not true. It's impossible. Every girl wants me to go out on a date 3, 4, 5 times. No, they do that to you right now because you are not presenting well. But when you present well, you realize that a lot of girls want to bang, and they can bang very, very fast. Let me tell you guys something. I'm not sure, honestly, how many girls I've hooked up with in my entire life. I'm not sure. But one thing I'm pretty sure about is 90% of my girlfriends, 90% of my girlfriends, I hooked up with them on their first dates. 90% of those dates were done within an hour or 2 hours. Boys. But why was I able to get that done in such a fast time? Because I knew how to present, and I knew how to show them the right side of me to get the action going faster. So boys, man, nobody is telling you that you can't be nice. Nobody is saying that you need to be an a-hole to get girls. But if you do want to get the dating life that you want, you need to learn how to cut down some of those bad nice guy tendencies and show those bad boy tendencies, those more dominant tendencies. Now, this guy asked a very good question. Ravi says, hold on. How do you sell sex exactly? How do you sell sex? Well, here's the thing. Everything I'm telling you guys now is the idea, the mindset. But when it now actually comes to the execution, you do need some technique. You do need some technique. So the easiest way I can explain this is, even though we do know that girls do want to bang, right? It is better for you to think of it like boiling a frog. Ravi? Now think about this. If you want to cook a frog, a live frog, if you put it in water and you never boil the water, what's going to happen? The frog is not going to cook, right? Because there's no heat. Now, what happens if we get the frog, we boil the water first, and then we drop the frog into the water? Because the water is boiling hot, what is going to happen is the frog is going to jump out. It's going to jump out the water. Because like, holy shit, this is too hot. Now, when you want to sell seduction, right? It's like the frog. What you do is you put the frog in cold water, because the cold water is comfortable, is nice, is calm, is predictable. But you slowly turn up the heat very slowly. 0 centigrade, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100. Because you do it slowly, over time, the frog doesn't realize what's happening. And at one point, the frog now realizes, holy crap, I'm boiling over. But by then, it is too late. So Ravi, the best way I can explain this is this. When you want to sell seduction, horizontal cardio, think of it like this. Instead of trying to audition to be her boyfriend, do it like this. Foreplay begins with hello. Foreplay begins with hello. So from the very first second you meet that girl, very first second, you now start flirting, touching, getting closer, but you ease into it. That's how you're going to create that sexual vibe. And that's how she now knows, oh, that's what he's selling. He's actually trying to fuck. Make sense, Robbie? Because if you actually analyze a lot of your interactions, you might notice that you probably either never ever like sexualize things, you never show that side, or you sexualize too much up front. By the way, guys, welcome to the live, man. This is, I guess, the first live of 2024. It is freaking over here. It is New Year's Eve. 2024 is going to be a freaking big year. And in 2024, we are going to get this community. We're going to get it pretty big. We're going to see how big we can get this group of boys. Because I feel like there's too much rubbish content out there when it comes to dating. More guys are more confused than ever. So this year, I'm going to really focus on this channel. Oh, hold up. Yep. 2024, we're going to get all the ladies. Oh, by the way, Ravi, look out for. I'm probably going to be doing a lot more shorts. That's a bit easier for me to do. I'm going to be doing a lot more shorts on this channel, and I'm going to be talking about how to do this during the shorts, because I also need to give you guys technical advice. So look out for those. Look out for the shorts and also some more videos. But right now, let us do question and answer. Oh, and if you're in the live, like the live, bro. Give it a freaking thumbs up, bro, so more people can see this. All right. Thank you. Thank you. You're right. That's probably why I got flicked on today. I had a date at 12 p.m. She texted she might have COVID. Hey, oh. That might not be a bad thing, my guy. Okay, here's another thing too. CSM flakes. I'll probably do a video about this. Girls flake for many reasons, and honestly, sometimes the reason might have nothing to do with you. Okay. Here is a rule that I have. I have one rule. As I got better with selling myself, and I got better with finding girls that are interested, and also doing my texting process or my seduction process, I got a lot less flakes. I didn't get flaked on maybe like 10% of the time. Is very low, right? But I still get girls that reschedule. I still get girls sometimes that can't make that date. But one thing I have noticed, right, is out of the girls that would reschedule a flake, I can get at least 75% of them on a date. So don't stress about that she flaked or whatever. Check in on her. Be like, okay, no worries, cool. We'll do it another time. And then, probably hit her up like 3 days later, 5 days later, check in, flirt a little bit, and then set another date. Okay, it's no big deal. And by the way, COVID is going around. I have a few clients that got COVID. Tao, how to resolve deep fear of rejection. Okay, the best way to get over rejection is exposure therapy. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. As men, you have to get comfortable with getting rejected. So here's the thing, guys. I have done sales, and I remember my sales mentor. He told me this thing, and it's very true. I noticed that in the gym I was in. The best people at sales are the people that get over rejection the fastest. That get over rejection the fastest. Because here's the thing, guys. At the end of the day, women, sales, all this stuff is a numbers game. The more times you put yourself out there, the more times you are going to lose, and also the more times you're going to win. But if after you get rejected, you start to cry, you start to overthink the situation, and you don't do anything again for like 2 3 weeks, you're going to be losing opportunities to actually improve yourself. But if you get rejected and then you just go, damn, that sucks, and then you kind of like analyze it just a little bit, and then you then go out again, you are going to get more action. Because think about this, guys. If you're doing sales, which salesperson is going to make the most sales? The guy that makes 2 calls per day, or the guy that makes 50 calls a day? Who's going to make more sales? The guy that makes 2 or the guy that makes 50? Obviously, the guy that makes 50 is going to make more sales because he has more opportunity. And ironically, over time, the guy that makes 50 sales per day, he's actually going to close more often than the guy that only makes 2. So one thing I would tell you for rejection, Marvin's, is do what you can right now. So if you are afraid of, for example, opening girls, start opening more. If you're afraid of girls rejecting your touch, try and force yourself to touch a little bit more. If you're afraid of asking girls back to your place, get used to asking girls back to your place. If you're afraid of making the first move, try and force yourself to make the first move. Okay? Think about the point in the interaction which gives you the most fear, and then try and put yourself in that position more often. That really is the only way. And be patient with yourself, my guy, because it's not going to happen overnight. Ravi asked the question. Tao, how exactly do you make a rotation of girls? Because the problem I face is as soon as the girl gets to know I'm down to sleep with multiple girls, they start acting cold. Oh, what the hell's wrong with you? Oh, okay. Okay. Here's the thing. You want to be honest, right? But you want to be selectively honest. Because here's the truth, right? A lot of girls are not going to be down with a guy that is smashing a bunch of girls. They're not. So what you want to do is you want to present yourself like a guy that does smash a lot of girls, but you don't want to talk about it. You can say it very indirectly. You can tell girls that, yeah, I'm going out on dates. You can tell girls like, yeah, I'm seeing some people right now. But it's not a good idea for you to start telling girls that you're smashing a bunch of girls. Like later in the relationship, when you guys are getting more comfortable with each other, you can be more open. But in the beginning, you don't want to start telling girls, yeah, I'm smashing 2 3 girls. No, you're gonna lose a lot of girls that way. So don't talk about it, man. Be about it. First rule. Question and answer. That was a great question, by the way. I need to be more. I need to give you guys more technical things. How do you fix deep feelings of inadequacy? Self-improvement. Self-improvement. By you working on yourself, you're gonna fix a lot of these things. And also, if you putting yourself in these situations that make you feel inadequate, you're gonna realize that a lot of times it's in your head. There's a saying, I think it's by one of the famous Stoic philosophers. I think it was Seneca. I said it. We suffer more in our minds than in reality. We suffer more in our minds than in reality. So one thing that can help you with feeling inadequate is, again, take action. Put yourself in those situations that make you feel inadequate, and you might find out that really there was no reason for you to feel that way. That really is the only way. You can't think your way out of it, unfortunately. Because here's the thing, bro. Confidence comes from experience. Confidence comes from repetition. It comes from winning. And when you get into the habit of getting good results, you now start to believe I'm that guy. Like if you never banged a girl on the first date before, the first time you try to do it, you're obviously going to feel very insecure about it. You're obviously going to feel inadequate about it. But once you've done it like 20 times, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I can do this. That's who I am. That's me. But in the meantime, you can't really go off your emotions as much. And you have to really just focus on, okay, you know what? Even if I feel inadequate, even if I feel like I'm not good enough, I'm still going to do this anyway. And over time, you catch up and you actually become that person. Let's keep going. Good questions, guys. Mhm. How do you get more leads for girls if you don't have a big social life? Like if you work from home and don't have a huge number of girls. Cold approach. Cold approach online night game. That's how. You don't need a huge circle of girls to get girls, bro. If you can learn how to strike up a conversation with a stranger and get that stranger interested in you to do horizontal cardio, that's all you need. In fact, bro, you can lay over 100 girls without ever banging a girl in your social circle. You just have to put yourself out there. So, like I said, online dating, get a good profile, learn how to text, learn how to set up dates, day game, learn how to approach, learn how to spark interest, learn how to get the contact info and lead to a date. Night game, learn how to present yourself, learn how to find girls that are DTF, learn how to close those girls. Okay. But if you're just sitting at home all day, you're never going to get laid. There's a saying, bro, for you to fuck women, you need to meet women. So try that, man. Day game approaches, night game approaches online. If you have 0 leads, I would do all 3. And then over time of doing those 3, you're gonna. I noticed that guys tend to do good with one or the other. Some guys are really good with online, and if you're really good at online, you can focus just on that. Some guys are really good with day. If you're really good with day, focus on that. And some guys are really good with night game. If that's you, focus on that. But right now, if you have 0 leads, start with all 3, and then over time, pick the one that you notice. Oh, I get the most results with this one. Great questions, by the way. Bless me. Let me see. I think there was something I wanted to show you guys. Why you guys are asking your questions, I'm going to pull up this um, thing I saw earlier. Ask your questions and I will get to them. I'm trying to pull up a clip. Where was it? This thing was so funny. There you go. I need to put on my headphones for this. There we go. How can I get more girls being a teenager? Same thing I told Robbie. You gotta approach. You gotta put yourself in interactions, man. You gotta put yourself in interactions. Whether you're a teenager, whether you're 30 years old, whether you're 50, the same thing applies. You need leads. Then you need to work those leads. Then you need to try and close them. So even if you're a teenager, bro, you have to ask yourself, how many girls are you talking to in a week? How many girls are you talking to in a month? Because if you are only talking to one girl in a month, you're never going to get any girls, bro. Because girls don't make the first move. Men make the first move. Right? So you have to put yourself in situations. So the way you ask this question, I can already tell you probably don't put yourself out there. And if you want to get girls, that's the first step. Before you even start thinking about seduction and techniques and how to talk and how to escalate, you need to first put yourself in position to then do all those things. So the very first thing I'll tell you to do, K21, is you probably want to give yourself like an approach girl goal or an interaction goal. That, okay, this month I'm going to interact with 20 new girls. This month I'm going to interact with 10. As long as it's not 0, if you keep doing that throughout the year, I'm telling you, you're going to find girls that are attracted to you off rip, and it's going to make the process easier. But as a guy, you have to get used to actually putting yourself out there. K21. Ravi says, I close more ugly girls compared to the girls that I actually want. The girls I'm not really interested in close easily compared to the girls I actually want. Yeah, because the girls that are ugly are They're desperate. They are desperate. So Ravi, you now also have to ask yourself, have you worked on your basics enough? And you also have to ask yourself this: do you interact with the ugly girls different than you interact with the attractive girls? Because sometimes what also happens is you might be interacting with the ugly girl and you feel more confident, your vibe is stronger, you lead better. But I notice this thing that happens to guys is sometimes when they are with more attractive girls, they get more anxious, they get more careful. They're like, oh, I don't know if I should ask her out. I don't know if it's the right time. I don't know if I should do this. They kind of treat them with kid gloves. They're too careful because they're like, she's so attractive that I feel like I need to do something different. So Ravi, question for you. Do you talk to the ugly girls different than you talk to the attractive ones? Because if you're actually closing girls, that might be the real thing right there. Maybe you are interacting with them totally different. All right, let me play this clip. Let me share this thing I saw a few days ago. Like, oh, this is interesting.
Approach you.
I'm more of like sense of humor, like, you know, personality.
Yeah, it's definitely,
But
yeah, sense of humor is like a big thing.
but my thing is, I check shoes first, so I'll check, and that makes up for.
All right, let's look at this thing. Reasons women don't approach men. Let's hear what the women say.
They're in a group or something, you don't want to be.
By the way, guys, can you hear? Let me know if you can hear what they're saying.
Coming up to the group as just an individual female. And again, the rejection piece, yeah.
Men were literally like brought onto this earth to protect women and be the protectors. We were born onto this planet. You were stronger, bigger, faster. You approach the woman, you show them that you can protect them, build a family, whatever. Why else are we on this earth?
Sure.
Right? So you have to be that person to approach us and show us that you will build a family, whatever. Like, it's in our DNA. Like,
boom. Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? She is saying that men need your approach. And let me tell you something, right? Okay, guys, 1 to 10, what would you rate this girl? Be honest. 1 to 10, what would you rate this girl? No cap, please.
to be that person to approach us and show us that you will build a family, whatever. Like, it's in our DNA. Like, that's we're bred for that.
How do you?
Solid 7. Oh yeah, she said 7, 8, 9. But did you hear what she said? Right? She said 6 to 7. Y'all be capping, bro. Y'all be capping. This girl is not a 7. Get the fuck out of here. This girl is attractive. So, anyways. Oh, so you're telling me, you're telling me that if this girl were to smash you, you only smash her once? Marvin said 7. Ravi said 6 or 7. So you're telling me if this girl were to say, Ravi, I want to fuck, you would have smashed. Ravi, I just met you, but I want to have sex with you right now. You wouldn't smash. Sure. Whatever, man. But anyways, girls like this are attractive, right? And attractive girls, whether you think they're attractive or not, if guys approach them, they have no reason to approach you because men will approach them. Now, here is the thing though. She can approach a guy, but here's the thing. She's only going to approach a guy that is her type. Women do approach guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Women do approach, but they will only approach guys that are their type. And they will only approach guys. Oh, hold up a second. Gotta plug in my computer. There we go. They will only approach guys that are their type. And they will only approach guys that they know will not approach them. So here's the thing, guys. If you see a girl like her and you are her type and she catches you looking at her and she can see you're interested, she's not going to approach you. She will only approach you if you look like you are in cloud nine, you're distracted, and you are her type. That's the only reason why a girl like this will approach. So what that means is even if you find a girl like this attractive, if you want to get her, you can't be waiting for her to come up to you. You have to make the first move because that's kind of like what she expects. Now you can be like, oh, it's not fair. It's not fair. Women need to do this. Well, you need to just stick to freaking using Vaseline and jerking off to porn all day, bro. Because I'm sorry, doesn't matter what you think. Women are going to be women and they're going to act like women. And if you never approach, there's going to be another guy that's going to have some balls and is going to approach her and is going to be fucking the shit out of her. So, yeah, guys, women expect you to approach.
Earth.
Sure.
Right? So you have to be that person to approach us and show us that you will build a family, whatever. Like, it's in our DNA. Like, that's we're bred for that.
How do you approach a man that you're interested in?
Hold up, let's go back here. This was funny.
Guys can get away with anything now.
Like
So
what?
if you have standards as a woman and you uphold those standards, they won't move on to the next girl.
Okay, hold up. Let me play this from beginning. Let's go here. Yeah, this was a very interesting conversation. So let me start from the beginning. You guys need to hear this. All right, let's go.
Modern dating.
It's hell.
In what way?
Literally hell on earth.
How so?
Because the standards are set as a woman, and guys can get away with anything now.
Like
So
what?
if you have standards as a woman and you uphold those standards, they won't move on to the next girl and get whatever they want.
Wow, did you guys hear what she said? Did you guys hear what she said? Let me pull it up. She's saying that women have standards and she doesn't feel like she can uphold her standards to smash the kind of guys that she wants. Did you guys hear that? And she's like, if she has high standards, those guys are just going to go on to another girl that will give them what they want. Who do you think this girl is smashing, bro? Who do you think this girl is smashing? Do you think she's smashing nice guys, bro? Because let's be real, bro. Most of you in here, if you were fucking this girl, you are going to make her your girlfriend. Don't lie to me. Most of you guys, if you were fucking this girl and this girl was like, I want to be with just you. Only you, puppy. You'll be like, yeah, baby, let's keep it going. But she is not smashing the regular guy, is she? Who is she smashing? Let's keep going.
So as a whole, standards for women have lowered. Even if your standards are high as a woman, it's like you're gonna have to like really, really filter through these men to find guys who want a girl that has high standards.
Okay, let's do womanese. Let's do womanese here. Do you guys really think that there's no guy out there that would treat this woman well? Do you think that's the case? Because here's the thing about people, right? People tend to, not just women, men are like this too. People are not very self-aware. This woman is not self-aware. She's saying that, oh, pretty much she only goes for guys that give her the bare minimum. Do you really think that she doesn't meet guys that want to give her more? Guys that try hard, guys that make it very easy for her, guys that are nice guys. You think she never meets those guys? Of course, she meets them all the time. But the problem is this: when a guy is too easy, too accessible, she in her female brain goes, he's not attractive. And who does she chase? She chases the men. She chases the men that don't invest as much, that actually make her work. You see, guys. So if you also notice this, she says that she has all these high standards. This is why, towel boys, whenever a girl tells you what she wants in a man, honestly, a lot of times don't listen to her, because here's the thing: if she finds you attractive enough, those standards go out the window. A woman doesn't want you to follow her standards. The truth is, deep down, women want to follow your standards. So when you as a guy come into an interaction and you think about her standards, her needs, her stuff all the time, you're kind of sub-communicating lack of dominance. She wants a man that she needs to fit into his system, not the other way around. She'll complain, she'll bitch, she'll whine, but deep down, that's what she wants.
You don't think that there's a double standard to that?
No.
Okay.
Why would there
Why
be a double standard?
I mean, if I heard you
Yo, what's up with
correctly,
the internet?
it sounds like you're saying that guys just
What the hell? Okay, man, my shit
think that
bugging.
there's an unlimited amount of options out there, right?
Yes.
But who's to say that women don't feel the exact same way? I mean, with dating apps, Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, so many guys there. 1 in 3 guys hasn't had sex in a year involuntarily.
Very.
Yo, what's up with my internet, man? Yes, I'm experiencing interruptions. I know it's probably because I'm
It's
freaking
Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, so many guys there. 1 in 3 guys hasn't had sex in a year involuntarily.
Very interesting. Where are those guys?
Probably right here.
Bring them to me.
Real quick question: when was the last time you had sex?
Far too long ago. I mean, I don't even want to say. I'm embarrassed. I'm not.
No, don't be embarrassed.
I'm a
What?
sexual walker.
Question?
Do you know any?
When was the last time you had sex?
That time what?
The last time you had intercourse. It's a statistic we're doing here.
9 days ago.
Oh! Oh, she's like, damn. This girl is thinking, she's like, all these guys are banging. All these guys are having sex all over the place. Actually, let me go into more detail, guys. If you watch a lot of these things, you would think all girls think like this. But the truth is, boys, all girls do not actually think like this. This girl right here, you can tell like she's probably very narcissistic. Like she is not aware of anything else that's going on around her. All she can think about is what's going on in her life. And she can think that, hey, the guy that I want, because here's the thing, she don't talk about guys. She think about the guy that she wants. The guy that she wants doesn't want her. So she's now projecting that, oh, that means all guys are like this. But that's not true. We all know that. We all know that, like, the majority of guys are not getting laid out here. The majority of guys are not doing horizontal cardio around the clock. It's only like a select few that are doing it all over the place. And then her problem is she keeps picking wrong. She goes for the guys with the red flags. She goes for the guys with the red flags, and then she's now surprised. Oh, why do they all treat me like this? Why don't they want to commit? Why don't they just want to be with just one girl? Because you keep dating the freaking dummies. Girl, if you want a sweet man, you shouldn't be dating guys like me, honestly. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You should be dating nice guys that will care about you, that are sweet. But here's the thing. The nice guys don't turn her on. By the way, how old do you think this girl is? How old is this girl? Here's something else I want to let you guys know. Age.
Right?
Yes.
23. I'll say about that. 2020s. Okay, guys. Girls that are in their 20s, they tend to go for the guys that show the most dominant traits. They are the ones that tend to go for guys that are very highly pre-selected. 31. Dude, what are you talking about? This girl is 22, 21, 23. Steph is salty. They tend to go for the guys that are the most dominant, that are the most pre-selective, that have the most status. Usually, girls that are in there that are very young. When they get older, though, women don't like the same thing as they get older. When she's young, she's more willing to take a risk with the guy with the red flags. She's more willing to take a risk with a guy that has a lot of women that's pre-selected, because she has time. If she doesn't get him, okay, no worries, she can go on to the next one. But when women get to around 25, 27, 28, women start to mature and they don't find those guys as attractive anymore. And that's when they do start to like more good guy traits. Something to be aware of. Oh my God.
I need to go upstairs.
Don't buy that shit, dude.
Be like pretty mean, especially if they're with their friends, and if they're like not interested, they can definitely like just hurt your feelings, I guess, if they're not. Men can be like pretty mean, especially.
Yet again, we're asking more questions on modern dating, but we're going to dive in deeper because we want to know, why don't more women approach men?
I think it's just intimidating because like men can be like pretty mean, especially if they're with their friends, and if they're like not interested, they can definitely like just hurt your feelings, I guess, if they're not into it.
Yo, isn't that funny? Yo, isn't that funny? Guys. Did you hear what she said? Did you hear what she said? Who does she sound like? Let me go back. I want you guys to listen very closely to what she is saying. Who exactly does she sound like?
More women approach men.
I think it's just intimidating because like men can be like pretty mean, especially if they're with their friends, and if they're like not interested, they can definitely like just hurt your feelings, I guess, if they're not into it.
I don't know. I think
Do you guys notice that what she said is exactly what most guys feel? Sounds like an airhead. So are you calling yourself an airhead? Because the truth is that's how, I mean, I can pull up your questions. I can pull up you guys' questions and I can put it on screen and you can see that she's actually saying things that you say too. She's saying that men are intimidating, that when she goes up to a group, she doesn't want to feel rejected. She's like, oh, they can be mean. Don't you guys say that girls can be bitches? That girls can be intimidating, that you kind of feel scared making the first move. Guys, women are just like men, dude. It's a human thing. Talking to strangers in general, men and women, is a very scary thing. But here's the thing, women are not men. Women have estrogen. Men have testosterone. So as us men, we are the ones that do need to get over our fear of rejection, our fear of looking like an idiot. Because when you do that enough, you actually get rewarded for getting over that fear. And as a woman, why would she ever change? Why would she ever change approaching men when she could just go online and put up a profile and a bunch of men will message her? Why would she ever change when she could just be in a public setting and some guy that's confident enough is going to come up to her and approach her? Why should she change? Men aren't generally mean. She just goes for mean dudes. No, because here's the thing too, right? Again, people are afraid of strangers. We don't actually know if those men are mean, because what can actually happen sometimes is this: the woman will approach the guy was not expecting the woman to approach her. The guy also has a fear of rejection. He doesn't know what to do because he's never been approached. And then he now starts acting like a douche, or he doesn't know what to say. And the girl now goes, oh, I guess he doesn't like me. I'm going to leave. It's not always the case that the guys are mean to her. Let's keep going.
Some women are like traditional where they want the guy to make the first move, or some girls are just skirt.
I think it can be intimidating. I don't know why. I think it can be. But I also think when girls do put themselves out there, that guys like it. So it's like, why are we? I don't know.
I'll approach a guy. I have no problem with it. It just depends if like they're in a group or something. You don't want to be.
Okay, guys. Also, these women are putting you on some game. I want you guys to listen. Women are putting you on game, but you're not listening. So if you want girls to approach you based off those two answers, what is one thing you can do that can make more girls approach you? Let's rewind. She gave you the answer.
I don't know.
I'll approach a guy. I have no problem with it. It just depends if like they're in a group or something. You don't want to be coming up to the group as just an individual female. And again, the rejection piece. Yeah.
Men were
This girl again. What did she say? Guys, what did she tell you? Come on, guys, interact. Give me your thing. What do you think she's saying that you can do to increase your chances of girls approaching you? I'll play it one more time. One more time, I'll play it.
I think it can be. But I also think when girls do put themselves out there, that guys like it. So it's like, why are we? I don't know.
I'll approach a guy. I have no problem with it. It just depends if like they're in a group or something. You don't want to be coming up.
She gave it right there. I'm just gonna tell you guys. She gave you guys. She just told you she will approach a guy, but she doesn't want to approach a group. A group. You see, you guys actually cock block yourselves, man. When you guys go to the club, you be like, can I get a wingman? Can I go with my friends? Actually, you going with your friends fucks you up because girls, they do want to meet guys. But when they see guys in a group, unless they bring their entire group to talk to you guys, they're not going to approach you. They're not. Guys, whenever I do go out with my friends, I have noticed this. When I go out with my friends, girls will, well, actually, no. Okay, whatever. When I go out with my friends, girls will approach me less. But I noticed something. Whenever girls would not approach me and I was hanging out with my friends, when I separate myself from the group, girls are more likely to approach. Try it. Go out with your friends, stand around, see how many girls put themselves in your area. You'll notice. Then go out by yourself. Dress nice, look presentable, look approachable also. Because another thing is intimidation factor. If you notice, a lot of girls use the word intimidating. If you make yourself look approachable, friendly, warm, and you are by yourself, you're going to notice that more girls are actually going to give you choosing signals and more girls will actually start conversation with you. So you guys going out with friends is actually killing you. Is actually killing you because girls don't want to get rejected by the entire group. But when it's just you, they're more willing to take a risk. Bingo, you guys should go out alone more often. That is the answer. If you're trying to get girls, bro, stop going with your friends. Stop going with your friends. We have it from, dude, girls told us. Girls told us. I'm telling you, I have noticed this too. Go by yourself. Yes, that is scary. But you are going to actually notice that more people will engage you when you're by yourself. Yes, men can be more approachable by exploring on their own. Exactly. Because men are intimidating. So if you go solo, higher chance. And if you're a group, bingo. You guys are getting it. I hope you're taking notes. I hope you're taking notes.
Up to the group as just an individual female, and again, the rejection piece. Yeah.
Men were literally like brought onto this earth to protect women and be the protectors.
This girl
we were
again.
born onto this.
Yeah, just stare at him.
Just stare at him. Do a little.
All right, here's another one.
Whatever, like it's in our DNA. Like that's we're bred for that.
How do you approach a man that you're interested in?
I just give him the eyes.
Yeah, just stare at him.
Just stare at him. Do a little.
All right, guys.
Do a little.
1 to 10. What would you rate her? 1 to 10.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah,
And it always works.
yeah.
Eesh. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Let me play this again.
How do you approach a man that you're interested in?
I just give him the eyes.
Yeah, just stare at him.
Just stare at him. Do a little.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah,
And it always works.
yeah.
Okay. Good enough out of 10. Okay, here's another thing, guys. Another thing is when it comes to women approaching you, is that you have to understand women are not going to approach you the way you think. Let me tell you guys something. If you are attractive enough, if you have worked on your basics, if you are, why do I have the screenshot on this girl? Let me move this. This is not what I want to talk about. There we go. No. Okay, leave you there. That is what women will do when they want you to talk to them. That is what women will do when they want you to talk to them. That is how women actually approach. So let me tell you guys something too. I think I said this earlier in the live about why girls don't like nice guys. Girls don't like nice guys because nice guys move too slow. Let's be 100% honest in here. If you guys are not hideous, you have had a girl look at you like this. But if also being 100% honest, a lot of times you did not do anything. You saw her look at you. You like, did she look at me? You wondered and you did nothing. Guys, that is an approach. I know you're like, but she didn't come talk to me. No, that is an approach. That is actually how the seduction process works. Let me tell you guys how it works. Okay. Women give signals. Men read signals. Men approach. When a woman gives you a signal and you as the man make the approach, you are actually showing attractive traits because you are showing yourself like a man that can give her what she needs. But if she gives you a signal and then you waste time, you're hesitant, you think about it, you're like, she now goes, he's not confident. He's not confident. Attraction has gone down. Attraction has gone down. But if you actually just try, you actually notice that a lot of the times those girls will be so receptive. You guys sometimes be talking about, what do I say? What do I do in conversation? How do I act? But bro, honestly, if you pay attention to signals more often, you're going to find out that those interactions just go so simple. It's so weird. You won't need to learn that much game. If you just learn how to read girls' signals and pounce on them, that honestly is game. That right there is game. Another thing that women would do to get you to talk to them that guys miss is not eye contact. It's proximity. Have you guys ever been maybe in a club by yourself and then, or in a party by yourself, and then a girl comes and sits down on the couch next to you, or a girl just stands in front of you for no reason? She just decided to just stand there. She could be anywhere else. Or a girl walks very close to you when there's a lot of space. What those are invitations to approach. Not just eye contact. Proximity is another thing. So top boys, if there's anything you can learn from this life, man, when girls give you signals, bro, you gotta escalate. That's actually rule number 3. Rule number 3 in the love club, bro. He who hesitates is doomed to masturbate. So, bro, you gotta escalate.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah,
And it always works.
yeah. Just like the eyes.
Yeah,
Just like the
literally
eyes.
look
You
at them.
look, you got the right eye, mouth, left eye,
Oh my God. Oh my God. Even works for these girls. Oh my God. Hey, I mean, everybody has a type, but guys, it even works for these girls. Guys, 1 out of 10. Yeesh. Give me a rating, 1 out of 10. Jumpman 20. Mistake out of 10. That's funny. A girl starts on the treadmill right next to you when there are 10 others open. Honestly, you don't know. Now, here's the thing with these signals, right? Jumpman says something. She starts on the treadmill right next to you when there are 10 others. The truth is this, guys, nothing in life is 100%. So she could have done that by chance. But let me ask you this, Jumpman. What are you losing by not saying anything? Think about this. If a girl comes to the treadmill right next to you when there's so many others, it's ambiguous, right? But what do you lose when you don't actually take a chance? I'll tell you what you lose. Exactly. You might be losing your future wife. You might be losing. But here's the thing. If you try and it doesn't work out, okay, now you know. If you do say something and she wasn't feeling you, oh well, now I know she wasn't into me. But what if you say something and then she goes, what if you just tell her, oh, damn, that's my favorite treadmill. I don't know why you picked that one. What if that happens? What if that happens? What if you just go, oh man, isn't it crazy how this gym is so crowded today? Oh, yes, it's so crowded. Just because you took a chance, bro. Just because you took a chance. Are you going to be correct all the time? No. But believe me, you're going to be correct way more than not. Let's keep going.
Just like the triangle.
It's like a little triangle, a little
Yeah.
ring.
Yeah.
Turn up and down.
Yeah.
Have you ladies ever approached a guy?
I have, yeah.
How do you approach that guy?
Well, I mean, I was standing at a bar and I was like, he was waiting there, like trying to order a drink. And I was like, what are you trying to order?
That was your.
Oh my God. She just gave us some game. Guys, look at her approach. Listen, look at her approach, bro.
I have, yeah.
How do you approach that guy?
Well, I mean, I was standing at a bar and I was like, he was waiting there, like trying to order a drink. And I was like, what are you trying to order?
That was your game.
Yeah, I didn't have a game. It was like a question. Like,
And so how did that interaction go?
I mean, it worked.
How'd the night end?
Great. Happy ending.
Happy ending. Well, you know what that means, guys.
Isn't that amazing? What did I just say? What did I just say about the treadmill? Hey, guys, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. For most guys, if a girl comes up to you and says, hey, what are you drinking? Some of us guys would be like, oh, I'm drinking vodka. And that's the end. And then we'll be like, girls never approach me, man. Girls never approach me. A girl will actually come up to you and say, hey, I like your watch. You'll be like, thanks. Girls never approach me, man. Girls never approach me. When actually girls approach you all the damn time. You guys that are not, let me tell you something. If you are not hideous and you do take care of yourself and you do work on your basics, even if you're not a Chad, I'm telling you, girls have approached you. You just did not read it as an approach, because girls are not going to come up to you and say, oh my God, you look so good. I mean, sometimes that might happen, but most of the times when girls approach you, it's going to be the most blasé thing I like your bandana. I like your watch. Wow, this place is crowded. They'll say the most random shit. Let me tell you guys one approach I had that actually let me give you guys this actually happened to me. You see, guys, I'm not perfect. Okay. Sometimes girls will give me signals and I also drop the ball. I remember one time I was hanging out at some club. I was outside the club and I was on my phone. I was texting somebody, right? And then this girl came up to me and she was like, "Hey." I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" She's like, "Do you know Maurice?" I'm like, "Maurice? Who's Maurice?" "You know Maurice? Do you know Maurice?" "No, I don't know Maurice. Who's Maurice?" "You know Maurice? He's the guy with the table. You don't know Maurice?" "No." "Wait, you mean you don't know him?" "I don't know Maurice." "Oh, I mean, I thought you knew Maurice." And guys, would you believe I was like, Maurice, Maurice. And then dudes, the girl now said, "Oh," she walked away sad. And I was still texting somebody. And then later, I saw her like get in an Uber by herself. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I realized who Maurice really was. Let me, guys, I actually knew Maurice. Do you know who Maurice was? Guys, Maurice was the Hydromax 9. This was Maurice. This was Maurice. This is what she was asking me about. I'm like, who's Maurice? Who? Dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. But it was too late. I lost that shit. But yeah, guys. So if ever a girl approaches you and she says some weird shit, or she's talking about something that doesn't make any sense, that's an approach. That is not random. She wanted to talk to you, even if it sounds dumb. You have to realize girls don't have game. So when they do talk to you, it's not always going to be smooth. If a girl comes up to you and it sounds smooth, honestly, you should be worried. Because that bitch might freaking rob your ass. Just saying.
I saw a guy out once and I just saw him walking by, just grabbed his arm and I was like, hey, which is like the exact way I would want, like, not just a, hey, how are you? Something as simple as that.
You think that would work if a man went around and just grabbed like a lady's arm? Like,
that's what I said. I maybe wouldn't like to be grabbed and maybe I shouldn't have done that, but.
Wow, you see that? Oh, damn, sorry. Sorry, my bad. Let me play this. My bad, guys.
Grabbed his arm and I was like, hey, which is like,
I didn't have a game. It was like a question. Like,
and so how did that interaction go?
I mean, it worked.
How'd the night end?
Great. Happy ending.
Happy ending. Well, you know what that means, guys.
I saw a guy out once and I just saw him walking by, just grabbed his arm and I was like, hey, which is like the exact way I would want, like, not just a, hey, how are you? Something as simple as that.
You think that would work if a man went around and just grabbed like a lady's arm?
Yo, guys, what will happen if a guy did that, man? Think about it. This girl said she just grabbed the guy. She just grabbed the guy and said, hey, and it worked. What happens when us guys do that? What happens when us guys, we meet random girls and we just grab them? Hey. dude, if you as a guy you do that, man, you might not be allowed back into that place, bro. Girls can get away with it. We can't. Girls can have zero game. We can't have zero game, unfortunately. We are the ones that need to be smooth. They can just be like, ah.
I'm like,
that's what I said. I maybe wouldn't like to be grabbed, and maybe I shouldn't have done that. But
how do you ladies want a guy to approach you?
I'm more of like sense of humor, like, personality.
Yeah, it's definitely.
But-
yeah, sense of humor always like a big thing.
But my
for
thing
sure.
is, I check shoes first, so I'll check, and that makes up for everything. So
She's
shoes,
always
and then
been like that.
Would you say that the shoes I have on now qualify as acceptable to approach you?
they're decent. It looks like. Do you work out?
I don't know. Do I?
I don't
know.
You have
That's
muscles.
What do you think?
A little runner.
You think I run?
I don't know. Maybe you have running shoes, unless
Those just look like really comfy shoes.
You like it when a guy makes fun of you? Banter or playful? Like if I were like, I don't know, you got a pointy
look like
nose or
shit.
something.
a pretty nose.
I said pointy nose, not pretty.
Pointy nose.
Pointy nose. Like a witch's nose.
I'm a software engineer at Amazon, and I learned.
Get out of here. Ads. Yo, do you guys know something? Do you notice? Did you guys notice that when he told her, "You have a pretty nose"? Do you see what she did? She thought he said, "You have a pretty nose," and then she started laughing.
Nose or something.
A pretty nose.
I said pointy nose, not pretty.
Pointy nose.
Pointy nose. Like a witch's nose. But in a good way.
I'd be like, that's fucked up.
Well, you're laughing though.
Yeah, but it's fucked up.
Okay, dude, that's so funny. Do you know why she's laughing? Do you guys know the real reason why she's laughing? And it's not because he's funny. If you notice, oh, hold up. Sorry, 1 second. Oh. She's laughing because she's attracted to him. If you guys notice, if you noticed, right, he didn't say anything funny. That was horrible. That was a horrible joke. Oh, you have a pretty nose. Oh, you have a pointy nose in a good way. That's not funny at all. But she's attracted to him. And when she's attracted to him, everything is funny. She wants to see the Hydromax. Exactly. So guys, honestly, bro, best advice I can give you guys is don't try and be funny. Just talk normally. And if the girl is attracted to you, she will laugh.
It's like my laughing right now. It's like, I can't believe you just said that. It's not like, oh my gosh. Like if I'm not touching you, if I'm not doing.
She just touched you. She's like, I'm not touching you. She just touched you, bro.
Then I'm not feeling it. If I'm just like that.
What if I said I fuck with your dimples heavy though?
Okay, then I mean.
But you still got a pointy nose. That's never gonna change. So if I were to date you though,
what am I insecure?
If I were to listen,
rhinoplasty. I need to find me a rich man. Rhinoplasty.
Hear me out though. Hear me out. If I were to date you though, that is something that I'd have to deal with, and obviously it wouldn't matter to me as a man. You know what I'm saying?
You want to date a witch?
Pause. Hey, bro. Cringe ass title, bro. I'm sorry. Laugh my ass off. I don't even disagree with most of what you say in principle, but you clicked in, didn't you? That's what's important. You're here. All right, let's do question and answer. We're not 12. I know. I mean, some people just take life way too seriously, guys. Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's do this question and answer. Everybody say bye to Drain. Bye. We'll miss you. Is there anything you wish you did differently in your dating life this year? No. Anything I wish I did differently? Nah, honestly. Let me try and think. I would say it was relationship wise. Relationship wise, I learned how to communicate better. That's one thing I regret was communication. Because at some point when you are doing the dating stuff, yeah, there's some techniques to get girls attracted and stuff. But in a relationship, you get to a point where you guys do need very clear, concise, what do you call it? Communication. Because this is one thing I learned from women, right? Women, honestly, they don't really know how to act with you. So even when you're in relationships with girls, you kind of have to give them clear instructions on how to behave. Of course, not like in a freaking overbearing things, but if somebody is kind of like going over your boundaries or irritating you or doing things you don't like, this is one thing I learned. Thankfully, I corrected it near the end of the year. But you do need to kind of like let them know, hey, this is my boundary and this is what I accept. And if you cannot be like this, honestly, I'm probably just going to spend time with somebody else. So communication was a big thing. And also, no, that's it. Just communication. Just being more direct about what I want in relationships. How to approach girls much younger than you, like 13 to 15 years younger. It's the same shit, man. I'm 35 and I go out with girls that are 21, 22, 20. I also go out with girls that are around my age too. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. Girls that are younger though, one thing that does tend to be very important is because you're that much older than them, there's a very big power imbalance with girls that are younger. So you have to put that into account and you do need to spend a decent amount of time making them more comfortable. But honestly, there's not much difference. Steph said, yeah, being clear about your expectations. I always do that. I'm always clear. But here is the thing, Steph, a relationship is not static. So one thing I learned is you have to do these check-ins. So even though you set the expectation, it's different in month 3, it's different in month 6, it's different in month 9, 12, 15, 2, 3. You always need to be setting expectations throughout the relationship. It evolves. And I don't think this is a good way of saying things. Worst case scenario is they leave and you dodge your bullets. Yes and no. I think as you get better with this stuff, you learn how to be in the middle. Because I think some guys also go too far. They go, oh, it's only my way or the highway. But dude, honestly, that's extreme. You need to also understand that these women are human beings too. And you need to figure out also what it is that they need And as a leader, right? Because here's the thing, you are the leader. You have to take care of your subordinates. You got to take care of your employees. Because think about this, Steph, right? If your boss stops paying you or stops treating you well, right? Or let's just say if you came into the organization in entry level and you were doing a good job, but your boss never promoted you, your boss never showed appreciation for your hard work, your boss never gave you more incentives to stick around, would you stick around? Because yeah, you probably got into that job entry level, but you will feel like, hey, I put in a lot of work into this company. They did not reward me. Yeah, sure, they got me into the entry level, but I feel like I have put in enough work to at least get a pay raise or at least a promotion. So Steph, if you put in a lot of work into a company and they never rewarded you, would you stick around regardless of what the expectation was in the beginning? Right? Most guys would be like, no, I wouldn't. Same thing with relationships, because guys, girls, some girls will put in effort, and if you want those girls to stick around, you do need to reward them for their efforts. You can't just think, oh, but I told her this 1 month ago. But yeah, that was 1 month ago, that was 2 months ago, that was 7 months ago. It's different now. Right? You have to do contracts. What they call that shit? You have to renegotiate terms constantly. Okay, so don't be like, it's my way or the highway. You also have to take care of your girls or your subordinates. Yo, sorry. Is it just me, guys? Cowboys. Who thinks this guy is a nice guy? Cowboys. Who here thinks this guy right here, Drainus, is gone? I hope. Who here thinks he's a nice guy? That's actually something else. That's another reason why girls don't like nice guys. I'll actually say right now. He's a nice guy because here's the thing. Nice guys take things way too seriously. Nice guys are way too serious, man. Way too serious. When people don't behave the way they want them to behave, they lose their mind. Oh, how could you do this? How could you do this? Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. The world doesn't revolve around you, bitch. They are too serious. When somebody doesn't do what they want, they lose their shit. They don't know how to be playful. They don't know how to be chill. They don't have to be relaxed. Again, high expectations. Nice guy energy. All right, let's continue. Q&A. What did I do? All right. Hey, Tao, could you be friends with 25-year-old guys? Yeah, I am. I actually have friends that are 23, 22, 35, 40, 50. Me personally, I don't know, it's a personality thing, but I tend to get along with people from all ages. I have friends that, like clients that are 60. I have friends that are 50, 40. I personally think it's good to have friends from all ages. That way you get perspective. Marvin says, Tao, do you think I'm a nice guy? You're a nice guy in recovery. Nice guy in recovery. NGIR. You're a nigger. Marvin's, you're a nigger, bro. You're a nigger. You're a nigga, bro. You're my nigga. Nice guy in recovery. Best dance floor approach. Non-verbal. Non-verbal is the best way to approach night game or dance floor, because dance floor you can't talk. One of the best things you can do is you could copy their moves. So if you see a girl doing something, you can copy her moves, or you could do a high five, right? Another thing you can do to approach girls, this is a bit more ballsy, is just close space. This is more ballsy, and you're going to get rejected more when you do this one. But when it works, it works. It's when you see a girl that you like maintain eye contact and close space. Don't touch her. Just close space, and then watch what she does. If when you close space, she comes to you, game. If when you close space, she moves away, you can walk away, or you can dance a little bit to see if you can engage her. Yeah. Venom says eye contact approach, and that's where you do. Sometimes you don't even need eye contact. Sometimes you can actually just close space, and then when you close space, you don't actually touch her though. Don't touch her. Close space. See what she does. What some girls would do if you didn't have eye contact is they'll do what that girl said in the clip. They will look at you up and down. They'll go, and if you're attractive, they will close space. Make sense, Venom? It does take some balls though to do that. Oh, let me ask you guys a question. What are your New Year's resolutions? What do you guys want to work on in 2024? Seeing guys approach from behind. I don't recommend that. I recommend you approach from the side or from the front. Behind causes a gut reaction. Because even think about you. If somebody approaches you from behind, even if the person is attractive, it's going to make you go, oh! If you can, avoid that. It's not optimal. Can it work? Yes. You can approach girls from behind. They'll be startled. They'll look back at you and they go, oh, he's attractive. And they'll start dancing with you. That does happen. But honestly, it's better for you to come from the front or from the side, because you're not going to startle them. But yeah, what are you guys working on in 2024? How to get big teeth. Awesome. Money, leanness, style. Oh, those are good things. Venom, those are three good things. Let's pull this thing up again.
The best pickup line is simple. What's your name? You gotta know what her name is.
Hell no.
Yes, it is.
Hell no.
Look, you over here trying to be cheesy. I gotta get to know her.
I ain't
What her
no
name
cheesy
is.
shit. I'm just saying, like,
What you gonna do? A line, a pickup line? Because it's 2022. You don't
What
do
you
no
doing?
pickup lines, nigga.
Yo, why this guy sweating like crazy, bro? Homeboy be sweating, bro. Take a towel with you, man. Yo, seriously, don't be sweating when you go out to approach.
what you mean? Like what? Like,
What pickup line are you gonna
what's
do?
your
They
phone
gonna
number?
laugh at you. Go ahead.
Like,
Go ahead.
what's your phone number?
What's your phone number?
Ain't nothing. What's your Instagram?
That's cool.
That's easy as hell.
That's cool.
Pickup line like that?
It's not a pickup line. It's
That
just.
is a
It's
pickup
just.
line.
What's your name?
What's your best pickup line?
The best pickup line? Ooh.
Slide up in what?
I
Light
tell-
skin.
Look, he light skinned.
yeah,
You gotta
yeah,
get
yeah,
him.
Skin.
I tell you like this. Hey, yo.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna get the
Excuse
fact.
me. What's your name?
Mariah, because I carry all that ass.
Okay.
Ooh. Yo, she can get it, bro. What's your name, Mariah? Because I carry all that ass. Oh, I won't lie, that was funny. That was funny. She got me there. She got me. All right, let's skip all this crap.
Ladies doing, I don't know.
I usually like if a guy is just himself. I don't like pickup lines. So if he just like comes and just starts a conversation, or like if he sees that I'm drinking something, and if he asks what am I drinking, offers to buy the next one, and just make it normal.
Okay, guys. She did give us some game, but please don't do what she told you to do. Don't buy her a drink for no reason, man. Don't buy her a drink for no reason. Oh, by the way, Top Boys, do you think it's ever a good idea to buy a girl a drink? Is it ever a good idea to buy a girl a drink in a bar? Should you ever do it? But she gave some good advice on how to actually open.
Don't try to do some like Casanova type stuff. I don't like that.
Right. So you need a guy to just treat you like a human being.
Yeah, and like a joke always wins with me because I love to laugh. So
If I think a guy's attractive and they approach me, I don't really care like how they do it, to be completely honest. But like compliments are always good, like telling me I'm really pretty, or like just saying something like funny to like start a conversation, not just like being super awkward, or like, can I buy you a drink? Like it's just boring, you know.
I'm here with.
Oh, she already told you. Don't ask girls, can I buy you a drink? Just approach them naturally. Just honestly, bro, the best way to approach is just say something. Just say something natural. Marvin says you don't have to spend shit. You just let them use you like a punk. You can just talk to them like a human being. Yeah. But here's the thing too, guys. Actually, sometimes buying a drink is not a bad thing to do. Like, okay, here's the thing. Right? Because we have to be normal here. If you're in a bar and then you're having a good time with a girl, you've gotten to know her, you've been chit-chatting for a while, they want to keep the vibes going, and you're like, hey, you know what? I'm going to a bar. I'm going to the bar. Do you want a drink too? That's natural. That's fine. But you're kind of making the drink not the reason why you're there, but because, hey, she has invested, we've talked, we've gotten to know each other. Buying her a drink is not a big deal. But if you open with, let me buy you a drink, it looks kind of odd because it looks like you're trying to use the drink as a reason to talk to her. And some girls will be like, oh, he's trying to buy me. He has no confidence. So there's nothing wrong with buying drinks for girls, but make it a natural thing. And you want to ask yourself this: if you buy this girl a drink and she doesn't go home with you, will you be mad? If the answer is yes, I'll be mad if she doesn't go home with me, then honestly, don't buy the drink. Don't do it. Do it because you want to, not because you feel like you need to.
Abby.
Lily.
That's so bad. No way.
Oh my God! No!
All in the
What's
video,
up, boys? What's up, boys? Look, we got the whole squad. We got the whole squad.
baby.
We got
What's
the whole
up,
squad
baby?
right here.
What's up?
We got a whole goddamn
whole
squad.
Skip.
So that's
Yeah, my agency was a boy. I mean, we were seeing each other for a while, but their reporting wasn't great and they never wanted to discuss ROI.
Yeah, this comes.
Most agencies are boys. They'll get you truckloads of impressions on your ads, but no cash. And when you do ask them about ROI, they smile, do a pirouette, and then vanish like a fart in the wind.
Okay, I can't lie. This actually is a funny ad, but I'm gonna skip it.
it's a bad bitch Leo dance right
That's
there.
a bad bitch, Leo.
What do you look for in a guy?
Just gotta be pretty.
Does he have to be taller than you?
No, height does not matter. Height does not matter.
Hey, my short kings. You hear from her, man. Height doesn't matter. Anyways, guys, let's wrap this up. I'm just gonna do 1 or 2 questions, and then we're gonna end the live because I gotta go. Oh, if you're in here, like the live. Before we wrap it up, do 1 or 2. Oh, also before we wrap it up, guys, if you're not in the Discord, join the Discord, right? Where we talk about seduction, fitness. Casio. We talk about seduction, fitness, and all things related to dating and female dynamics, right? Use the link in the description. Join is free. And then interact with the boys while you're there. Say hi, all right? And the bandana style, you go places. What do you mean? Venom, could you explain? What watch you wearing and the bandana style? Do you mean like where did I get the bandana? I think I got this bandana from Amazon. This is a Casio watch. I go places, I don't know. This style I just wear. Yeah, of course. I use that bandana when I go places. I'm in LA. Yeah, of course. Where else am I gonna wear it? When I'm in LA, though, I'm in LA, so it's red. I have to be careful where I go. If you know what I'm talking about. I wear black mostly. I have a black one, but the red one, I'm very careful where I go. Because, you know, it is LA. There are certain colors that are more dangerous to wear in this city, especially with a bandana. And, you know, you do see that my skin tone. But anyways, guys, so it was a good live. No, good live, bro. I'll catch you guys in the next one. We do lives twice a week now. Wednesdays at 6 p.m. PST and Sunday at noon PST. So I'll see you guys in the next one on Wednesday. Before we get out of here, bro, make sure to always follow the first rule of Love Club. Shh, bro. Don't talk about it, man. Be about it. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.